Welcome back to Modern Mondays at Guardian Games. I am Ian Lunger, joined by,
Curry and Delahanty.
and we are watching our fourth and final round this evening. We've got the top tables here. Looks like we'll be watching Nicholas Biekert on Selesnya Devoted Combo and Ryan Westberg on 5-color NivToLight.
Oh yeah, here we go. The bad boys of the format.
Yeah, who do you like in this matchup here?
Um, so I haven't watched much NivToLight operate. I've been personally beaten down by Nicholas before on this pile that he's playing. Um, and I don't know. If I had to guess, I would say Nicholas probably because he has some resilience to his combo in which like he can tutor up the pieces that he needs and everything like that. But again, I really don't know how Ryan's deck is built or anything like that.
Yeah, I was actually going to say I prefer Ryan's deck in the matchup for
Okay.
kind of actually Cute Bunny is mentioning it as well. This Niv to Light deck is basically just an insane amount of removal from different colors. And then, just draws into more removal when they resolve a Niv Mizzet. So I think I would like to be on the Niv deck, unless Nick can assemble an extremely fast and protected hand with something like an early Giver of Runes. I think once we get into the like healthy mid game, the meat and potatoes of this matchup, I think that Ryan runs away with it.
Ooh, so Ryan did miss a land drop, but he probably does have some kind of interaction here. Assassin's Trophy. Make one green mana before that goes away. Pretty good if he's just trying to pop Canopy, or maybe he has got a follow up. Yeah, also the trophy land comes in untapped, so that's pretty. Yeah, Nicholas did show me before the match that he does have that put Stoneforge in this list, which I think is an interesting addition. I don't know how it'll play out, but I think it's an interesting card.
Agreed. Yeah, it definitely puts the deck at a bit more of a mid-range slant, which I don't know what to think about. I Part of me wants to just lean into the combo nature of this matchup, especially in this store. I think there are a lot of people that are, there's a good number of Amulet Titan players and other kind of other decks like that, and I think trying to like out mid-range stuff like Jund just doesn't seem like the right move. Is that a Viridian longbow?
That is a Viridian
It has
Longbow.
been a fortnight since I've seen
I haven't
a
seen Viridian
Viridian
Bow
long.
since like Pauper Elves.
Let's take a look.
Yeah, as far as I know, Fuzzy to Wuzzy, that's actually just a cute bunny. That I, they are a
Yeah.
cute bunny. That's all I know.
Can I spell Viridian longbow? Yes.
You could you can try. Yeah, yeah.
Why? Why?
Shh.
No, I actually.
Because devoted druid untaps, my guy.
Oh, I get
You
it.
get to
So,
do so much
so
damage.
if if you get infinite mana and you have a Stoneforge in hand, you can then win via this method instead of like Duskwatch Recruiter.
I imagine that that is what the vision was, but it is it is very interesting to see a Viridian Longbow just chilling.
Did Why do you think Nick didn't just like equip it to the Stoneforge and shoot the birds?
I don't because Stoneforge Mystic is currently representing Batterskull. There's a Batterskull on Nicholas's hand that he
Oh,
hasn't
okay, that makes sense.
put into play quite yet, but he will probably. So
I like to bow the birds. Would like to put an arrow in the birds.
run in six.
Every time I see
It's
that
like a
card,
nightmare.
I'm like, wait, that's banned. And then
Yeah,
I'm like, no, it's not.
no, it's not. Wrong format.
Yeah.
All right, the bus has arrived. Beep beep. Is that actually a germ or is that just like? No, that's a goat.
Yeah, I think further reason to take out the birds. Ryan has missed a land drop, which is critical, and I believe there's no fetch in yard for Ren and 6 to bring back. So Ren is actually pretty useless here, and I think that the mana cost of cutting Nick off or Ryan off Bird's mana seems well worth it to me.
I mean, now I would certainly put the longbow on the Stoneforge and make that play, but okay, we're just gonna swing at the Ren and 6 that's not doing anything. That makes sense, right?
But we're kind of like experts in commentating for Nick's games and then recommending lines that are either impossible or like the last time that I commentated for his match, I was like convinced he had a Blood Moon in hand, and it was a young Pyromancer, and spent pretty much the entire game talking about
How you should just play the Blood Moon
how he
guy.
should play the Blood Moon.
All right, well, Orion did hit a 4th land there.
Yeah,
Check
Nick
out.
made the right choice.
Check out the big brain on Nick.
Yep, because otherwise there would have been probably a Bring to Light or a Niv Mizzet on the stack.
So
I mean,
that's a Ranger Captain of Eos in his hand, I think. You gotta wonder.
man, had Ryan held on to the K command a little longer, I think it was used for. I guess it was
killed
used
Noble
for.
Hierarch
I guess that's
and
probably worth
discarded
it.
Eldamri's Call.
Okay, I think I'm on board with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the bus is just driving in there, getting that life total up. Man, that Viridian Longbow is scary, man.
I mean, it's actually representing, no, it's not. Yes,
Dude.
it is a 2-turn clock, right? No, it's not. It's a 3-turn clock. Math.
All right, Ranger, Captain of Eos,
Uh,
finding
now it's a 2-turn clock
a Giver of Runes.
because we'll be able to deal 1 damage this turn, and then 1 damage on the following turn, and then we've got 7 on the board. Now we've got 8 on the board. I'll get there. It's the last game of the night. I really should.
You're doing a good job.
I never should have dove into commentary math.
How dare you?
Rookie mistake.
All right, well, there's a 5th land drop from Ryan here. Can we do the thing? No, we're not even gonna do the thing. We're just gonna pass into lethal. Let's go. Fight, attack, win, do something. Wait, man, there was an end of turn ping opportunity, not taken.
Oh, do we miss it?
We did.
Interesting.
I don't agree with that. Man, those stone forges look so awkward in his hand. I'm not sure that that's where you want to be.
How many are there? Does he have 3?
Yes, dude.
Oh, it's a lot of stone forges.
I mean, yeah, it's a lot.
I mean, you don't really draw it up to draw 4 of them, so.
Poor Ryan,
You know.
just like on total air over here. I don't know what the hell is going on.
We got last round of like 2 decks firing all 4 cylinders, and then we get to like round 5, and it's Viridian Longbow plus Batterskull Beats
Win the game.
against the Niv to can't cast things deck.
Well, theoretically, Ryan should be in a good position now to
Yeah.
just cast anything.
Yeah, I think
but
Ryan now we're fixed a good amount, and we should see some stuff coming out of Ryan's deck.
do something cool. Do something cool.
All right.
That's pretty cool.
It's a
I
card.
liked that. Everyone liked that.
There we go.
You missed one last turn, though.
We got
buddy.
it though. Bounce the Batterskull. I like it. It's good fundamentals.
But Ryan could have been at 3.
Got
All right. The past is the past.
We really got to. We need to get Brainstorm in there. Brainstorm the equipment, top of the library, play the Stoneforge, fetch the equipment.
How many pieces? Oh, man. It's just like, what could these cards be that actually, like, help the combo?
Nick's well stocked for sure. Doing some math here. Longbow costs 3 to equip, so we're not going to see that equipped this turn. Do we run out another Stoneforge Mystic? I mean, probably. They're not really... Okay, yeah, I like running out the Duskwatch Recruiter. Ryan's at 4, so you just need creatures to get through damage. If Ryan can stabilize from this point, I'm going to be pretty amazed. I definitely think it's
possible. Giant
possible.
life gain thing. I bet you that we're just gonna bring to light some nonsense right now. Here we go.
I imagine it'll just be Niv. I think a lot of stuff starts with Niv. We might see Tolsimir if Ryan is particularly worried about the life total. We might see something like Tolsimir, but I don't feel like that deals with the problems down the road of Batterskull and.
Well, he gets to look at how many cards? 10?
Yep,
7?
10 cards.
10?
10 cards, and we get any guilds, or one of each, one of every guild found we can take a card from. So it looks like we've got the Royal Scions for Izzet. We've got a choice between Detention Sphere and Teferi for Azorius. We get a choice between Maelstrom Pulse and Assassin's Trophy for... I like this way of laying it out that Ryan has done.
Yeah, very...
so, clean takes from Simic and Izzet. Contested takes from Golgari and Azorius. I think I go for the Maelstrom. Well, you got to plan out. You got to look at your mana, I guess, for the next turn, and then decide whether you want the Pulse or the Trophy.
I like the Trophy. It's cheaper, easier to cast.
Cheaper and instant speed. Nicholas would like to take a look at the rest of the cards, which is part of the deal. They're all revealed, so.
Part of the deal.
So Ryan did not find any life gain, so no Lightning Helix that we saw in that. There is a Bring to Light available, and like we said, that can get Tolsimir or something that does gain life next turn. But I mean, Ryan, it's close.
Yeah.
Ryan does not have a lot of life here. If Nick is able to equip, let's see, he's got Sophie in hand. Can we just play Sword of Fire and Ice, equip it? Because Niv can't block it.
Yeah.
Oh, but Assassin's Trophy is available for Ryan?
Oh, yeah, you can totally fetch and do it.
But Ryan probably has to fetch Shock to do it because the Wooded Foothills would have to get an Overgrown
can just block
tomb.
the attacker then and be done with it, right?
No, so... Well, Nick can attack with both creatures. And so then...
Yeah, but one of them needs to be pre-equipped.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah, and then we can... Ryan can just Assassin's Trophy the creature instead of the equipment.
Right. How many more equipment can you possibly have? Okay. Not another one is the answer.
Yeah. Oh, it feels like it's slipping away from Nick. Yeah,
but he's still at 28. Like, that's so much time.
But this deck does not have good card advantage engines, and like NivToLight is going to drown him in cards.
I really don't know. I agree with the Cute Bunny here. I don't know why we aren't just suiting up the Viridian Longbow and winning the game at this point.
I'm sure that Nick wants to play the Batterskull, but I think you just have to. I think Batterskull's not going to be good enough, and you just have to hope that Ryan doesn't find life gain. But again, Ryan has the Bring to Light in hand, so that'll get Tolsimir or like Huntmaster or some other card that might gain you enough life to make it here.
I remember there was a modern PTQ pretty early on in Portland, probably about a year after the format dropped, and somebody showed up to this modern PTQ with 4 Umezawa's Jite registered because they thought they had broken the format. They're like, why is nobody playing this card? I'm going to play this card. And then they got DQ'd in round 1.
Well, that's what happens. I would also love to bring Skull Clamp to modern
Yeah.
events, but so far I have not done it. Yeah, I feel like people always talk about missing GT, and there's so few people that talk about missing Skull Clamp. Skull Clamp is like the best.
Skull Clamp
It's the
is
best.
so good.
It's the best.
I wish I could play it in Legacy.
That is interesting that that one ping damage may have actually been the
It's
difference.
not only been one instance though. There have been several
Yeah.
ping opportunities
Well, there was
missed.
there was equipping it here, but I thought that was the only actual ping opportunity.
Anyway, here's Tolsmir to ruin the day. And by ruin, I mean make it awesome.
Yeah, let's actually take a look at Tulsamir.
I played this for a hot second in Legacy Elves sideboard just as an anti-burn card, and then I remembered Elder Scale Worm still exists, so... But this was fun to play for half a second.
So Tulsamir, friend to wolves. It brings with it Voja, friend to elves. And whenever wolf enters the battlefield, you gain 3 life, and it gets to fight a thing. So you get to... It's actually like really insane value in this deck. You get to kill a thing, get 2 things on board, and gain 3 life, which is really, really solid.
See, actually, Cute Bunny, you and I will never be able to get along because I am an Elves player,
Mm.
heart and soul, and Countertop Balance Top Miracles was a terrible 4 to 5 years of my life. Just washed away.
Hmm. We should stay away from this. This could become an endless hole that we fall into, I think.
Yeah, and I built the deck right when Countertop Miracles was like tier 1, and I was just like, all right, well, I'll slog through it. It'll be fine. Ugh, that matchup is the
It
worst.
feels like Ryan is turning the corner here.
Yeah, I mean, that Tolsmir seemed to put him in the right direction, and then this Assassin's Trophy was also very good.
Yeah,
Viridian Longbow just sitting on the table over there.
I'm almost ready to start swinging with Niv if I'm on Ryan's side. I think keeping it back for this turn makes sense. But I'm ready to turn the corner if I'm on Ryan's side.
I agree. Cute Bunny.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see what Nick thinks as he kind of like watches back through this and plays this back, whether
That
um,
longbow just had so many opportunities to do cool things.
uh, slamming Batter Skull is reasonable, but doesn't really do a ton on this board.
Does he have Devoted Druid and... Yeah, so he's literally just scared of... Wait, did Ryan take the Detention Sphere or the Teferi earlier?
Teferi.
Okay, then yeah, go in. Play your combo. Just do it.
Well, yeah,
Because he's got both pieces in hand. He's just like feeling awkward about main phasing it all.
right.
What do you think Ryan has left in hand?
So, like we noted, Teferi was in hand. It
It's a
hasn't.
lot of cards.
Oh, there's the Royal
Scions.
Scions.
Okay. Ping.
Yeah. I think it's hard to see pings as being the correct line because it feels so slow. But the board state is so clogged up that it actually would have done more than the alternatives that have been happening, which is again is a bit surprising, but and maybe not immediately obvious to Nick. And again, possible that Nick has some other ideas of lines as well.
End step. Threaten Batter Skull.
We do. So Batterskull, notably, we don't have the 3 to toss it back to hand here, so Ryan has a chance to get rid of Batterskull if they wish. But Nick safely untaps with Batterskull in play.
Nick's got a finale in hand.
Yeah, so if
this
that
is a potential game. Like,
Yeah.
he's got Vizier, so.
Yep. You can definitely put Ryan to the. I mean, Ryan's got to have something, right? Oh, you know what? Ryan could have Bring to Light at instant speed.
I mean, all of that is fine. I think if I'm Nicholas here, I make him have it.
Yeah, for sure. It
Slam
doesn't.
it.
It doesn't get better for you if you wait.
No, not at all.
But I think maybe Nick's just deciding if it's worth it to maybe try to do something else this turn to bait out interaction from Ryan and then try and win after that.
Five mana. Wow.
I like this from Nick. So
Okay.
like we were saying, so Nick is still might have a I hope Nick has like another mana source in hand.
It can come from the graveyard. Okay. Very cool. Trigger.
And we grab a giver here.
Yep.
This is so interesting. Nick is not taking the lines that I would have expected. Nick is playing a much slower pace, but interesting. Sacks, so forcing interaction. So Ranger Captain has kind of an oft underutilized ability of sacking to make it so your opponent can't play, what is it, non-creature spells for the turn?
I believe that's the line of text.
Let's take a look at Ranger Captain. Super interesting play here by Nick. Definitely not a line that I was expecting or thinking of. Your opponents can't cast non-creature spells this turn. So a really nice way to kind of get around the flexibility that Teferi's would give Ryan on this turn, and is going to force Ryan into maybe making a suboptimal decision here.
So bring the light on the stack now in response to the Ranger Captain of Eos. Trigger. Grab.
And if Ryan picks an option that does not deal with this Devoted Druid or the Viridian Longbow, I don't think Ryan knows, but I believe that's probably game, right? If Nick has another mana to cast
that's the thing. He sacrificed that Horizon Canopy earlier, but all right, Huntmaster's gonna put him to 7.
Ooh.
Whoa, what?
Interesting. So, and Ryan has both proper tokens too. Oh, we love that.
God.
We love that here in the booth. Both the special friend of elves token
And just a generic 2/2 wolf.
So interesting. So we want to see if Teferi allows Bring to Light to be cast in response to a spell, even though it's a sorcery. And I think that the answer is that Bring to Light does ignore the, quote, sorcery timing restrictions, and it can be put on the stack in response to another spell or ability put on the stack.
Okay. Cool. So it did work out the way that Ryan wanted it to work out.
Oh, so wow. So Ryan chooses to have the Wolf fight the Stoneforge Mystic. So now the effect has resolved, and I think Nick wins now.
Vizier? Make a million mana?
Equip the longbow.
Kill you?
Wow. Huge. So
Hey, look, the Pings did win the game.
the Viridian longbow does come in and win the game. Just a really fun back and forth match, and just this slight missight. Ryan was sequencing so well and just missed the Druid there. Went for the Stoneforge Mystic instead of the Druid, and Nick punished him for it.
That's game one. All right, well, let's bring up some sideboards here. Oh, man. What a. All right.
So on Nick's side, for the devoted Druid deck, we have 3 Veil of Summers, 1 Knight of Autumn, 2 Mirren Crusaders, a Force of Vigor, 3 Path to Exiles, a Burnt and Forged Tender, Weather the Storm, a Giant Killer, an Eidolon of Rhetoric, and something else that I can't see.
What do you think comes in?
I like Veil of Summer in this matchup. I think Ryan is playing enough Abrupt Decay, Assassin's Trophy, Colligun's Command type effects that I think it's worth at least bringing in a few Veils. I'm pretty medium on Path. I'm kind of medium on most of the stuff here.
Yeah.
I think yeah, maybe just the Veils because I think you're quite a bit faster than like NivToLight can have some clunky draws and some weird configurations of mana. And so if you're just able to keep your pieces alive that critical turn against their like Abrupt Decay, then you can win after that. And this felt like a weird scenario where the game somehow did go long and Nick managed to win the long game, but I don't want to believe that that's the norm here.
So let's see. Out of the board for Niv, there are 2 Ashiok Dream Render, and that's the last multiple you'll ever hear about. 1 Drown in the Lock, 1 Supreme Verdict, 1 Izzet Staticaster, 1 Unmoored Ego, 1 Knight of Autumn, 1 Cast Dissident Mage, 1 Abrupt Decay, 1 Crumble to Dust, 1 Kaya Orzhov Usurper, 1 Oath of Kaya, 1 Deafening Clarion, 1 Fulminir Mage, and 1 Kambal Console of Allocation.
So, right off the bat, I'm happy to have another board sweeper. I think the Supreme Verdict is solid.
Yeah.
I definitely bring in the Abrupt Decay. I think the Drown in the Lock deserves consideration.
I think so too.
Unmoored Ego is quite strong. I think if you get rid of one of the 2 combo elements, it's very unlikely that Nick is going to beat you in a fair slug it out game.
Usurper, yeah. Yeah, I think I agree with just basically all of that. I don't know. This board is giving me a headache, to be honest, to look at. Not my kind of magic. Yeah, I don't
would
know
be
if there's
fine
a
with
wish
Oath
or
of
not.
Kaya or Deafening Clarion as well. I think Deafening Clarion seems pretty strong. That'll clear up most of the stuff on the board.
I didn't see Glittering Wish in game 1. I didn't see it at all. So yeah, siding would be different in the event that he is playing Glittering Wish.
Yeah, I don't think so, but
Yeah.
yeah, that's fair. Yeah, definitely going to want to potentially pick up the pace of play here. We are at, it looks like, about 14 minutes in round, so let me just get that changed. But we've got to complete 2 matches in this amount of time, so.
Yeah, what a... Just come out of nowhere and win that game, man. That was wild.
Yeah, every little decision you make matters, and especially against a combo deck like this devoted combo deck. And when you leave one of the pieces on the board, and you don't have perfect information about where the other piece is, you can get surprised. And I think a lot of why that play worked had to do with Nick's intelligence to kind of obfuscate what was actually going on by the hour of devastation.
Hour of devastation.
Hour of devastation.
I think.
Whatever that Whatever the search effect was, it's late. It's the fourth round, but I really finale of Devastation. There we go. I really enjoyed watching Nick play that, and I think that the reason why his play had a chance of working was because of the very good sequencing.
So I think I see a Once Upon a Time, maybe. No, I don't. Or do I? It's hard to tell.
And take note, because both Kern and I were just like, oh, just jam, and like. I honestly think if Nick had just jammed, then Ryan would have seen what was going on and probably would have gone for killing the devoted druid.
No, Nick kept a one-lander, and I thought he had a Once Upon a Time or something, but that doesn't appear to be the case. Let's see how lucky he gets. Ooh, Giver off the top. Yuck. Something.
Probably not lucky enough. This might be a quick game too. I mean, we do need time for game 3, so this could be helpful.
Depends on how quickly Ryan can close things out.
Ryan does have a Deafening Clarion in hand.
Oh my gosh. Oh, he missed second land again.
Struggles.
Cast Niv Mizzet.
Oh.
No?
No Niv.
Oh, bird! Bolt it.
I don't think this deck plays any bolts. Maybe Helix. Could see Helix. I guess we're getting... Okay.
Trophy the bird.
There we go. That's Tulsimer.
He's a friend of wolves.
That's going to bring a wolf and get the birds off the board.
All right, see ya. Oh, land right off the top. Are we back in it?
Maybe?
I see a devoted druid. Devoted to winning this game.
We haven't seen any Pillar of Perunes from Ryan yet. I'm kind of surprised. That land does so much work in the deck. It's actually one of the reasons why I think the deck is so much worse in Pioneer. Because if you don't have your it's so often you're just missing like that one color of mana, and so having that one thing that can tap for any color is just like enormously important, I think, to the deck. Yeah, good point, Cute Bunny.
See ya.
That's the removal spell I'm used to seeing.
Ryan's slamming in there. He wants this game to be over so we can go to game 3.
Well, Ryan's not sitting on that many cards in hand. So if Nick is actually able to start deploying his resources, this gets scary.
What's interesting is, so Nick has Finale in hand, and he can definitely just go get Vizier with it next turn.
Yep.
And Ryan may not have an answer for it.
Yep. Yeah, it makes it... So, obviously it makes sense for Ryan to do stuff like Helix, the mana creatures. But, if you do use all your removal spells on the kind of ramp effects or things like... I guess you have to hit the Giver with something.
Yeah, you have to.
So that makes sense, but you can just lose on the spot if you're caught without a removal spell.
This might...
Okay, and this should seal it.
Okay, cool. Yeah, that should be game. All right,
so it looks like we'll go game 3. And plenty of time on the clock. 9 minutes is a very reasonable amount of time to finish a game 3. And that gives us a reasonable amount of time to talk about this week's Flavor of the Week. Text me. All right. So we're going to talk about the flavor of the week for this week. And that is
Gorilla Titan.
Yeah, we are. We've kind of been on a roll. Whenever I'm in the booth, we always end up on some big green or red thing. So we have Gorilla Titan.
Look at it.
Gorilla Titan says, "I want a banana this big."
This big. And he's even. Heather Hudson drew it so that, it just happened to work out that way.
And look at him. He's got like a prehensile tail. Somehow maybe that tail can hold that ape off the ground. I think it's like somebody drew that hasn't really seen a lot of. It's a kind of a hybrid monkey for sure.
Now, I did. My friend Adam owns this card, and he did take it to Heather Hudson at a GP in 2013 and asked if she would alter it so that she could put a banana this big into Gorilla Titan's hands, and she didn't want to do it.
Yeah.
She I don't know if it was just I don't know what exactly the reasoning was, but I remember her declining that request.
I mean, that's fair. It's fair, up to the artist's discretion. All right, well, I'm glad we managed to hit flavor of the week. Back to the match.
Back to the match. 19 going to play Birds of Paradise, but Ryan goes to 18 to play his Birds of Paradise. Welcome to Modern, everybody.
Yeah. Bop Wars.
18.
Bop.
Oh, there's a Stoneforge. Did Nicholas keep another one mana hand, or are we going to see a land? No, dude, really?
Oh, no.
We didn't learn anything.
Oh, no.
You didn't learn anything. Are you kidding me? Wait. Ryan has a land drop, though, right? Nah? Alright. Yeah. Ryan says 4 mana is better than 2.
Super solid hand for Ryan.
Nicholas, no.
Super
okay, well, he's got
solid.
another mana.
I mean, this game's not over yet.
It's not over. It's just it's so disheartening to see him keep another one-lander after what happened to him in Game 2.
Yeah.
I hope he wins.
I mean, you can't mull low against the deck that's playing a ton of removal spells. So,
but he kept a 7. You just snap, right? Like snap that 7.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. Sorry, I haven't played the deck before, so hard for me to weigh in on the mulliganing decisions of this deck. But yeah, it definitely can be some bad beats if you keep the one lander and don't get there.
See ya.
And yeah, Ryan is punishing Nick for that choice.
Absolutely, as he should. All right, yeah, you got 1 Vizier resolves.
And yeah, if I'm Ryan, I'm just this Ren is just going to town on minusing on creatures. Probably just take out the Vizier.
Is the Vizier 1 toughness?
I believe it's a 2/1, yeah.
Yep. Well, Giver just gets to protect it.
Oh yeah, good point.
Nicholas is just.
Well, the Giver's got 2 toughness, so I.
Oh. No.
That's yes, and interesting. Yeah, Nick values the birds so much that.
And the birds make the other colors.
Yeah, this is it's tough if you're on Nick's side. It's hard to see your Modern Monday end this way. You know,
yeah.
Usually you've had some spicy matches and some great hands. I'm sure that sometimes you have those hands, those one-landers that just end up perfect, right? And then
look at all that.
Days.
That's so cool looking. Simic, Zorius, Sporos, Selesnya, Gruul, Golgari, and the rest are gone.
It's 6 cards. Seems pretty good. Ryan's going to have to discard a significant number of cards at end of turn here. The question is, can you beat everything, Nick?
Can you rip another land? Is that a Temple Garden? It is. Is this game still playable at this point? Oh my gosh, so many things to play through now.
I mean, Nick's persistence in game one got a win.
It did.
Don't expect to see that persistence be able to get Nick out of this one, but
he
I can
does have
certainly
2 finales. That's kind of cool, and an Ewit.
Yeah, and I can certainly have respect for the effort and for not giving up.
I wanted to see.
Don't make it to the top tables by giving up.
Yeah, you definitely don't do that.
Yeah, I think, and if you're on Ryan's side, you're just cued in on the combo. Just don't let the combo happen. As long as you take care of that, your deck will take care of the rest. I think that's probably the only conceivable way you lose this game.
Pass it back to the giant dragon in the sky. Ping your dude. Alright, pro. Probably red, I imagine.
Yes, Pro Red was the name. We get another Ren, so maybe we'll just shoot the birds. Ren and 6 has not plus a single time. I love it.
There's an Astrolabe.
Yeah, and Astrolabe was the card discarded, I think, last turn.
Oh. Yeah, well, at least the Ren and 6 isn't recurring wastelands, so it's not quite legacy. But yeah, it's killed a lot of 1 toughness things.
Yes, it has.
Let's just get a big F in chat for all those 1 toughness creatures
dead. You know, and sometimes we have like a bunch of bangers all night, and then it ends with another banger, and sometimes it ends with a whimper, and you know. I think this is one of those nights where it's going to end with a whimper. Voted Druid resolves. Gonna see some removal of some kind. Followed up probably by a swing in the air for 6 and a Ren ping to the face for lethal.
You know, as sad as this ending is, at least we've had 4 just wholesome, healthy matchups.
Oh yeah.
To bring you this evening, post Oko,
yep.
Post Sadness. I'm pretty stoked. I'm glad I came out tonight.
Hell yeah, this is peak Modern. This is like peak fun Modern. Bunch of grindy piles of stuff going into the late game, lasting 50 minutes, and
every
micro
single
decisions.
Time. Yeah, and micro decisions mattering so much.
And that's it.
That's it. GG's.
Ryan closes the game, takes it this evening. 5-color NivToLight taking it down tonight at Modern Mondays. Thank you all so much for tuning in. Really appreciate everybody coming out tonight.
And do look for the matches later on this week on YouTube as well.
Yep, we'll be cutting them up and tossing them up on YouTube sometime in the next couple days. That's at Portland Paper on YouTube if you want to rewatch any of the matches. If you want to subscribe to our channel, we appreciate it. We use it to upgrade the equipment, keep things running here, so we appreciate that as well. If not, just having you here tonight meant a lot to us. So thanks for tuning in. Everybody have a fantastic evening, and we will catch you all next Monday.
Yep, good night.